Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm a bit overwhelmed today. Sarar is right. Sehgals have been great friends. The journey goes back to over 20 years. And talking about raw talent, I was probably identified as a raw talent by Ikram Sehgal. And he's mentored me through my journey, my growth trajectory. And in a small way, I've been a part of his academic journey also. He's been kind enough to make me a small part of all his book launches. And because of that, I've had the unique distinction of reading most of his work. And it has always left me with a sense of there is so much that we can do. There's so much potential in this country. And why are we where we are today? The volumes contain the compilation of writers' articles published in different newspapers over a period of 40 years. That's a long time, ladies and gentlemen. And while I was going through the last three, I also realized that he's painstakingly captured the talks and conversations that he's had with different people, which had tremendous deep insight into the issues that we deal with today, that somehow stare us in the face today. The news yesterday left all of us happy, but it was also an indication of the fact that how desperate we are for good news. Because the social media went literally crazy. We were desperate for something good to happen, and it did. And I hope it is the beginning of many more. One is perhaps the launch of these three books. You see, he's a very prolific writer, and not just that, he writes on a huge array of topics. They're all the stuff that you would expect from a Pakistani columnist on what's going on this week or this month. But while I was going through the books, and others, they're very good commentators, they will come on that too, there is an element of timelessness to what he writes. And the fact that he's chosen to dedicate the last three volumes also speaks of how this man can give credit, acknowledge people, and let others stand tall. And I think that's something very few of us have in us today. It's Pakistan series. It's Terms of Frustration, Its Dreams and the Reality, and of course the Kakar model. But before I move on, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very nice message from Prince Naihan, His Excellency. There's just one word that I am going to say about what he says about Ikram Sehgal. And that's in his preface to Terms of Frustration. He says, Ikram Sehgal has a great story to tell, and he tells it in a very compelling fashion.